my name is Neil. Nuggets Used Books. It's where I work. Yeah, the store opened in 2000 and I was in the Remax Mall for the first 5 years. They sold the building and then I moved down the road to where Windsor Plywood is and I was in there for 10 years and then they sold that building. Apparently bookstores raised the value of real estate. And then I moved the store downtown here. You know, it started as a child. We never had a lot of books, but my parents would take us to the library every couple of weeks. So we'd pile up on books, and we didn't have cable TV, so it's much different than now that if you wanted to entertain yourself, books were one of the ways to do it. Oh, for about 6-7 years, I bought books off of people and put them in my basement and built up enough books to open a used bookstore. I started out with the books and the records. The CDs I started carrying about 6-7 years ago. They buy the books and then they get to keep them, but probably half the people trade them back in for other books. So some people like to keep their books, other people just like to read them and move on to the next one. Every day I get to see something that I probably haven't seen before, and the people that come in it are just as interesting as the books.
Neil is a good plus. Pretty easy to talk to Neil. He knows like a little bit about everything, so if you have a question about a certain type of book, usually he has an answer, or he has a suggestion. He suggested one book to me that I didn't think I'd like, but turns out I found pretty interesting.
You know what I learned about customers, like people would think in a bookstore that it would be doctors and lawyers would read more than the average person, but I get mostly just everyday people that just like to read.
How many books do you think you have?
It's usually about 50,000 in here.
50,000?
Yeah.
You're very sure about that?
No, not really. Since I've been open for a bunch of years, I've seen the internet affect it some, but the last 7-8 years, I don't even think about those things. I just run the business and ignore the digital world. I don't even have a computer in here. If I had to pick a favorite book, for various reasons, it's The Alchemist by Paul Coelho.
Which one?
One right there.
That's what?
That's where the name of the bookstore came from, is that album right there. And I just like the idea that when you find something you've been looking for, that's like your nugget. It's like finding gold.